What's up, guys? Today I'm going to talk about my takeaway so far in Chapter 3. So, first of all, I want to talk about the gameplay. I feel like Fortnite made the gameplay more similar to other games such as Warzone and Apex. And when saying that, I mean they made it to where building is less important in the game and it's more about just shooting, which I think that's abnormal because that's why Fortnite is the way it is, why it's so good, is because it's so original. It's you have the opportunity to protect yourself when getting shot. It's not all about aim. You could be better at something else and your aim be lacking and make up for it. Even though aim is the most important thing, but for that reason, that's why building is so important. And with the current meta, the spray meta, it kind of nullifies that and it makes it hard. On that note, though, yesterday Fortnite did buff shotguns and nerf the MK7 slightly. This is definitely going to help gameplay. I still think gameplay's slightly off a bit. I think the shotguns still are kind of weak, and the spray is whatever. I mean, it'll change as the season goes on, but I still think they're moving in the right direction with that update. Besides that, though, this season is really fun. The map is really interesting. Every location is really good. I like all the POIs. I can land anywhere and get good loot. Literally, I don't even have to land at a POI to get several chests and shield and mats. The good thing about the POIs all being good is that a lot of people are spread out across the map, so a lot of times games last longer because you don't see as many people because they're so spread out, which is good and bad for depending what kind of player you are. If you're a very aggressive player, that might not be your cup of tea. But if you're more passive player that just likes to rotate the circle and get fights late game, then that might be the style for you, and you might really enjoy that. A good thing I also like that they did with this season is they took out the Shockwave Launcher. I'm pretty sure we all knew that was probably going to happen, but I like that a lot because it kind of keeps fights to shorter and closer together. You kids can't just run away just forever unless they try to launch pad, and it's easy to shoot someone out of the air when they launch pad as of now with the MK7. So I think taking out the shockwave launcher really made it a lot better for movement because all you can do is really drive around and take launch pads. And also there are rifts around the map at the 7 locations. So overall movement is very level right now, very equal. One of the biggest things that's talked about this season is the sliding mechanic. The sliding mechanic's really cool. It adds a new style to the game. You can slide and shoot really accurately. You can slide to throw off people's aim on you, and it's cool to have another mechanic in the game. It can help you rotate. It can help you do a lot of things that you couldn't before, like outrunning the storm when you're far away, stuff like that. It just provides an all around new aspect to the game that I think is just a W all around. Another cool thing they added to the game was the med mist. I like that you can heal on the run with it. It's really interesting because you don't have to stop moving. You could be running in the storm and healing yourself, so you don't have to stop and not be able to move. On top of that, there's the guzzle juice that you can take if you're just hiding in a box. You need to heal, and you can just like protect yourself until you get to max health. Also, another small thing they added was the crowns. I really think it's cool that you kind of can show off your crown wins and you kind of have something to strive for. You have something to show for in game for how many wins you have, and I think that's really interesting. The fact that you can team revive now and it speeds up the revive time is definitely something that was much needed. It's really clutch for if you're in a late game scenario or a team's pressuring you, and if 2 or 3 of your teammates can team up and res your teammate, it gets them up really quick so they can heal and get ready for the fight again. They did nerf reboot time, so when you're doing it solo, it takes a really long time. It's longer than it was before, but you also can do that as a team if you have teammates, and you can speed that up. So with all that being said, this chapter, in my opinion, is a total W. I think the meta will probably change eventually. Shotguns will become way more relevant, and it will benefit the game, in my opinion. It will still allow kids that aren't as good at the game to still be able to spray when they need to, but it'll allow the better players with better shotgun aim to punish those who try to just mindlessly run into your box. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe.